Hello, friends. Welcome back to Wednesday cooking show with
Amy and me.
Amy and me. Amy M and Odin. So we're gonna do better this time and not fast forward through everything we're doing.
This is the other muffin video.
It is another muffin video. Which muffin video is this?
Blueberry muffin.
Blue.
Last muffin video was the breakfast muffin.
The breakfast.
The breakfast zucchini muffin.
The breakfast zucchini muffins, and they were good. I ate 2 of them. So good. I highly recommend that video. Even though we fast forward through a lot of it on accident. So for your blueberry muffin video, you are going to need 2 eggs. I know you see 3 in here, but that's how we travel with eggs. You'll need some regular granulated sugar. Let me grab the brown sugar behind you in the SPD bag. The flour, some baking powder, some salt.
What about this stuff?
Yes. Some brown sugar, vanilla, if you have it. The imitation vanilla is actually, I think it's $2. So if you can afford it, it's not necessary. Some muffin cups and a muffin pan, if you know the muffin man. And some blueberries. So for the blueberries, they're not totally in season yet. We did see some at Grocery Outlet today.
But we got them at SPD.
We did. We bought some at SPD, and then the Grocery Outlet also had organic frozen ones, and I think those are the ones we may use for this recipe. Now, if you have fresh blueberries, cool. If you can't even find either, like say you come back here and there's no blueberries.
Not even frozen ones.
Not even frozen ones, perhaps. You could get the blueberry filling in a can, but that's all gooey and gummy and stuff. So what we're going to do is we are going to mix up the flour ingredients first. The flour and the dry ingredients, the flour and the salt and the cinnamon, and I'm putting some nutmeg in there. You don't have to, but and the baking powder into.
I don't care if there's nutmeg in there.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I really enjoy it. So we're gonna just use this bowl for that. So first we will need.
Where is it?
What? It's over here. First we're gonna need 2.5 cups of flour, Odin. So can you fill this to the top? Remember how I showed you how to measure and shake? Make sure it's, yeah. We'll shake it like this. Dip it in here good. And then you don't want to ever like, I mean, you could like take a
what
knife.
about on the paper?
Yeah, it's fun too, and you could make a mess like that. Is that a good mess on your side? Yeah. So we'll need, that's 1 cup, and so we need 2.5 cups.
On my blueberry muffins, I would like just a little bit of flour on top of it.
I'm gonna put some brown sugar on the top.
Okay.
Okay, so this is only 1 cup. We need 2.5 cups. So he's got the whole cup. Here's a 1/2 cup. Very nice. And then here, what does this say?
2.5.
Or just, this is only a 1/2. That's a 1/2. So this was 1 cup, and we got 2 of those, and the recipe calls for 2.5 cups. So now I need 1 of those full.
This?
Yep. There we go. Now we're gonna close this up. And let's put that measuring cup to the side. Okay, you're strange. Go put this on the back counter, please. And it calls for 1 tablespoon, which seems like a lot, but maybe we want these to rise really good. So here's a tablespoon, and I'm getting my baking powder check. It's not baking soda. They're very different. And 1 in there.
Because it is more white.
They're both white, but they have a different purpose. And it says I need half a teaspoon of salt, and that is this guy. So half a teaspoon of salt. Boop. And then I'm gonna do a half a teaspoon of silly boy. I'm gonna do a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then a little bit more, because that's how I like it.
I like cinnamon, especially the smell of it.
The smell of it is good, and you like it in your hot cereal. We have our oven preheating at 400 degrees, just so you know. This has never been, oh, it has been open. You want to smell nutmeg? I just watched a recipe with lasagna, and she put nutmeg in her lasagna, and I really want to try her recipe. I'm gonna do a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Again, you don't have to go buy, I know spices are expensive. The Briar Patch is slowly bringing back their bulk spices. That's where I love buying spices, because then I can refill my containers, and it's cheap because you can get a whole bunch for less than buying a whole container. I'm going to get the mixer. You give this a nice gentle spattle, stir.
Well, it smells good with nutmeg
It
and flour and
does.
cinnamon.
It sure does, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, I forgot, we do have milk. You're gonna need milk for this recipe. And everything that we're using, I'm gonna pull the blueberries out at the very last. Everything, yeah. Everything that we're using will be in the descriptions, and all the measurements, and your grocery or pantry list will be there. So I'm just gonna set this bowl to the side over here. You're good. No, let me show you. No, we don't buy milk like this, so we usually buy fresh goat milk, and it comes in a jar, just like that. See, and you can use any kind of milk: oat milk, goat milk, nut milk, pea milk, but not cockroach milk, because that's expensive.
Really?
Yeah, they actually milk cockroaches. But let's talk about other things to go with our food.
Really?
It's vibrating, yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna get our stainless steel bowl, and we're going to, hold on, ask Sir Odin to crack 2 eggs into the bowl.
Okay. So I'm gonna crack it more.
And then just put it in your compost. Gently put it in your compost. You have your 2 eggs, and I'm just gonna lightly beat these eggs a little bit, and then we're going to measure. What was that? Okay, just set it right here. Next, Sir Odin, we're gonna have a half a cup of brown sugar.
I like brown sugar almost better than white sugar.
That's sweeter, isn't it?
Not. Feels like white sugar is sweeter.
I don't know. I love the flavor of brown sugar. And I didn't know if we had any here already, and we did, but
I don't
oh well.
like things way too sweet.
I know. You don't like things, he doesn't like things extra, really, really, really sweet. Okay, here, hold this, please. Hold it nice and flat, and I'm gonna do this. So a half a cup of white sugar. I'm not filling it all the way because it's a lot. I don't think we need that much. Dump it in. Very good. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this a stir. You wanna see if you can take the lid off of the vanilla? Check. It's a little tricky, huh? So what I usually do in a situation like that is I take a clean knife and I just go like that, and then twist it.
Smells good.
I know, I like vanilla.
But does it taste raw without, like...
It doesn't taste very good because it's made with usually like alcohol. Let's see what, yeah, smells good. So this recipe calls for 1 teaspoon. I like vanilla, so I always double it.
It smells so good, I could just taste it.
No, it doesn't, I don't enjoy the way, where's the lid? I don't really enjoy the way it tastes outside of a baked good, unless it's like real vanilla bean, which is super expensive. And we're just gonna mix that in, check our list. We're gonna need 1 cup of milk. So if you would be so kind to gently, here, watch, I wanna show you something. Push, pull. And you pour 1 cup of milk, full to the top. Boop, 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 boop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're doing great. More, moi.
Stop.
Keep going to the very, this is not really a liquid measuring cup. Good. Oh, can I do it without spilling it? Hold on. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to need the vegetable oil out of the grocery bag, please. Because this recipe calls for 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Go ahead and leave that there. Go ahead and just leave this here and get me the vegetable oil out of the bag, please. Go ahead and stir this. Yeah. The vegetable oil is a big plastic container. I don't have vegetable oil at home. Oh, there it is. So, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. So we kind of lied to you earlier when we had all our recipe ingredients here. We didn't. That's okay. Come on. Okay. 1/2 cup. Here, you take this and you dump it in.
Oh, look.
Ooh, science.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
It's like there's quite a few layers.
There are quite a few layers because the oil is separating.
Does not feel that strong at all. There's quite a few layers.
Yeah. The liquids are separated from the solids and the, so we'll just do this real quick.
I wonder what that would taste like.
Sugary, oil, milky substance is what it would taste like. All right, next I'm gonna get my blueberries out of the freezer.
Well, could I have one to lay in my muffin so it's not frozen and then I can bake it?
Yeah. You know what I need you to do is get, whatchamacallit. You know what I'm talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Scissors.
No. We're going to really quickly
wash our hands.
We washed our hands. Put papers in the.
Okay, Roger.
I'm very unsure how many this will make.
Very unsure.
Very unsure, but I am going to cut into my blueberries, and I heard him say he would like getting the rest of the oil out of that cup, measuring cup. I heard Odin say that he wanted a blueberry in his mouth. So there are plenty. So just finish this job. So here's 1 cup. I am going to kind of eyeball this. So I'm putting the blueberries in the flour mixture like this and coating them like that. I watched a whole bunch of recipes, and one person from this one video, I can't remember, Bon Appetit, I think it is, puts his blueberries in the flour mixture because he claims it doesn't sink to the bottom that way. So that was 2 cups of blueberries. I don't know about you, but when I make chocolate chip cookies, I don't like 3 chocolate chips in my cookie. I like 20. And I kind of feel the same way about my blueberries. So depending on how many you can afford to buy, again, these were at Grocery Outlet. I think this bag was $5. Thank you for doing that. So far, I have added 3 cups minus 1 blueberry in this recipe, okay? And I would say that looks pretty good. Like every muffin is gonna have at least enough blueberries in there. We're gonna go ahead and set these things aside for a second, and I'm going to have Odin
mix these together for that one or for that one?
I prefer working out of stainless steel. That's just me. That's who I am. So I'm gonna have you take this and, oh no, I might add, we'll just do 3 cups. Go ahead and stir that in, son. While you're doing that, as gentle as you can, I'm gonna get, I think we'll just use this. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. While he's stirring that, I'm gonna get a little bit of some brown sugar, so I'm not putting my fingers in this bag. I'm gonna get a little bit in this cup for now, like it's 1/3 of a cup. I don't know if I'm gonna use it all, but I'll show you what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, may I help?
Is it gonna be for the top of it?
Yes, it is. Okay. There's my big elbow in your eyes. Okay. Well, that looks pretty decent, I would say. Okay, we're gonna pull this in here. And I've taken a measuring cup. You can use a spoon. And we're going to gently fill these.
Wonder what that tastes
Like probably blueberry cookie dough.
Oh, I hope there's some left over.
I know. So I'm going to show you what your job is here in a split second, okay?
Okay, that flour tastes good.
Look at the camera to see how many minutes we've been on film. My hands are clean, so I feel safe scooping those out. 17 minutes.
I think so. 17. Dr. Rarky.
These are gonna, I have a feeling these are gonna puff up really big, Odin.
Yeah, that's how I want them to be. I'll be like, can I have a salad? It smells like blueberry cookie dough, but now I just have
Here,
to
can you use a
taste
clean finger and clean that off, like wipe it? And then you can taste that.
This?
Yeah.
Mmm.
So I'm filling these really full. I don't know if that's a bad idea. Usually you don't want to fill it full, but I'm also kind of...
It tastes salty, like cookie dough with salt in it.
Salty?
I don't know why.
It's probably sweet. Those berries are cold. Okay.
Just a one crunch.
Just like this, just like this. Can you not see my tray? Fill them to the top.
I hope there's some left over for me to eat.
Don't worry, there's a lot in here. I think I'm gonna have to make another batch. This will probably make 12, 15 maybe. Probably, it would probably even, no, please don't lick the spoon yet. This would probably make even more if I wasn't filling these boogers to the top. Ew, you said boogers when you're touching food. Okay, so we're just gonna set this to the side because we're gonna get these going. I have a blue finger. Blueberries remind me of Willy Wonka when Violet eats something and Violet's turning violet. I'm gonna taste this off camera. Okay.
And I only got just a little.
Oh, you'll be fine. You're gonna taste a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I eat flour?
No, don't. Flour isn't sweet, weirdo. Okay, so I took some. You can help me with this job.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna take some brown sugar and we're just gonna sprinkle it on the top. You don't have to do this. It's probably gonna make a huge sugar mess in the oven. Meaning if I've overfilled these, they're gonna pour over the edge and make a huge sugar mess. All right. The dryer. I hate when I put the timer on. We don't have a timer at home that works, so when we're here doing towels and rags and stuff, it always scares the bejeebeat out of me.
Me too. It almost gives me a heart attack.
All right. So this is how it looks. Okay. Hey, mouse. Bad mouse. All right, so here we go. This is what they look like. Now we're gonna just swing you over here and try not to knock everything off the table. Ah, Odin, move the egg. Hurry. Okay, so here we're our oven at 400 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and put our blueberry muffins in. And we're gonna set the timer for 20 minutes and check it at 20. So once that beeps, we'll come back and show you what it looks like. We'll be back. Hi friends, welcome back to the blueberry video. We ended up keeping them in the oven for 25 minutes at 400 degrees. Odin is waiting to taste these because his last assignment for the day is to write a journal about cooking class. It's hot. Careful. You all right? So he wants to taste it too, so he can write about it. They actually came out quite nice. Check that out. They didn't overflow as much as I thought they were going to, which is a good thing.
I want to taste
Odin noticed when we took them out, we could still hear them sizzling. Hot. So hold on, I want to. Hot. They're hot. So we're gonna take these out. We hope you've enjoyed the last 2 muffin videos. If you don't own a muffin pan yet, they're pretty easy to find. I would definitely invest in not a disposable one, but one that you can use over and over again. And if you treat it well, it will last you a really long time. I always use some recipes. We'll say just to butter and grease it, and then your muffins will fall out, but I'm too worried about cleanup, and so I always use the muffin papers. Woo! Hot blueberry juice. So then the cleanup's really well, and you never want to soak your muffin tins in like a sink full of hot water. That will ruin it. So just be patient, let it cool, and don't ever use like a scrubbing brush. Your sponge is fine. I usually just hit it with hot water. But if you treat them well and use your paper cups, your cleanup shouldn't be too bad. Like a lot of this is crumbs, and the stuff that isn't crumbs will come off hopefully later. It's still hot, huh? Okay, I told you so. So there we have it. So here's our earlier in the day video. Our breakfast muffins. And my other muffin and some blueberry muffins. How about this? I know I want to cut into one so our friends can see what it looks like, and then we can let them go and go about their business.
I'm going to pick which one.
The
first one.
Okay, put it up here. So it's a little hotter than here. How about you come here and you hold the plate?
And then, why not can we set it down?
Because if it's up here, our friends can see it. You got it? Okay, so I would still probably have it cool a little bit more, because then the paper would come off nicer and it won't be so stinking hot. But here we are. I'm gonna pull it down here real quick off camera, just so you can see what it looks like. Steaming. This would go good with a dollop of yogurt or a little bowl of yogurt, right? Mmm. It smells edible. I can't wait to taste it. All right, my friends. The mouse who's in the house is going to sample this. Let us know if you have a cooking idea or suggestion or request. Let us know so we can make something for you. All right, my dear friends, we'll see you soon. Bye. I burnt my tongue. Let them cool. Don't be a fool. Bye.